by hand. Well, there's no such thing anymore.
Really?
You know, they don't everything is machine made. So, and I've been asking everybody and trying to figure out where. So I pull over. I said, look, here's one, and we pull in, and the owner's there. And as it turns out, this factory's been there like 30-something years, and the owner, it was a husband and wife. The wife was murdered. Yeah, about 20 years ago. Somebody held her up and shot her, and, you know, for the money. So then the old man kept running it, and then he died recently, and this is their nephew, and they didn't have any children. So he inherited the business, and so it's the tortillas are being made from fresh corn.
Which is really unusual. We got that.
It's all being made from corn, instant corn flour mix, or instant corn flour. And so we went, so he said, well, come in the morning and I'll show you how we do it. So we were there very early in the morning with cameras and recorders and everything, and we watched the whole process from
right from the dry
corn from the bags, the sacks into the vat.
Very cool.
Yeah, and putting the lye and then stirring it. And he cooked it for like 5 hours, no? Because we went back to Mexico to buy the candy.
Yeah.
And we came back
full of candy.
Yeah, with all the candy, and went back and they were just finishing.
And the corn had all absorbed all the.
Oh, wow. It's just a steeping. They're steeping it at a, you know, I don't know what the temperature is, but anyway, so then we watched them ground up the corn from a batch that they had done the day before.
So we don't really get fresh corn.
Not here.
Not really. These are.
It was amazing. They ground up that corn.
No preservatives,
It
nothing.
made instant dough. They just took what was ground and they put it into the big hopper for the tortilla press. They have this. It looks like old.
Yeah,
20-year-old or more, maybe 40-year-old machine.
Whipping out the
that would quickly, a little conveyor belt, little moving conveyor belt that was actually a frying pan too.
Oh yeah.
And the
because you know how you can tell? You can see the little specks. Oh, you can see dark specks. Actually, my chips. You see the dark specks? These are also made. These are made from fresh corn too. My chips.
Yep.
And if you look at most chips in most restaurants, they're made from maseca, they're made from them, and so they're not going to have the little specks, and they don't have quite the fresh corn taste. Because my supplier's been making me mad, because sometimes he sends me tortilla chips that are thicker, but I've searched around and I cannot find anyone else that's making these from fresh corn here in Houston. So he makes these. So I'm going to stick with them, even though sometimes they're a little thicker than they need to be.
Do you ever find yourself in Southern California at all? If you do, in San Diego, there's a section called Old Town, and it is still, I guess, picking up the old Mexican culture. And there is a little restaurant in there. I think it's called I don't even remember. I can't. But you couldn't miss it. But they have in the restaurant in the front, there's a window, and they have these Mexican women. And it's by hand, and they just, just making their measurement and just
any knees?
No, but it's just, and they serve those in their restaurant. They are so good.
Especially corn.
So good.
It has such a beautiful aroma to it when it's fresh.
And just hand done that way, it's not the same as a machine pressing it out. It is
every
not
time,
the same.
My times at Uncle Ben's in the rice and working on the different projects, every time. Because we would study minute changes of what do we do what happens if we do this, what happens if we do that, and record the results scientifically and all that. And every time you do something to food, you immediately, you gain something and you immediately lose something else. And it's usually flavor, texture. So each and every time, that's just the law of the world, the universal law of, give and take. And so this is a very inconvenient thing to do. It's hard. It's a lot of work. It takes all day to get this ready. But the flavor is fabulous.
You get the payoff.
Huh?
You reap the payoff.
Yeah, you reap the payoff and the flavor.
And I think, really customers do recognize the difference. I mean, that is what makes... There's a